Hey everybody, what's going on? Hey Jack, hey Kitten Girl, how you guys doing? Welcome to another Let's Play of Haven and Hearth. I believe I'm on episode 7. Amazingly or not, this is the 7th week I've been playing this game and still having lots of fun. So I did have a request on YouTube to show combat for World 10. I am not the best person to explain combat, I don't feel, but I am doing combat and I have figured out a little bit about combat. So let me just kind of go through the routine and kind of explain just a little bit of combat for you. So, combat starts out with basically a lot of punches. So, when you first start out, all you're going to have is punches and dodges. And if you go into your combat deck here, you can make a combat deck out of all the different abilities that you have. And you're going to start out with the basic ones of just, like I said, mainly punching and dodges. How you acquire new skills is by killing and fighting other animals. So let me turn down the volume here. Oops. Turn down this ambience a little bit. So by killing things, you unlock new abilities and you also advance them in levels. So as you can see here, you can have up to 30 points in your combat deck. If I max out my punch here, I'm at 26 out of 30. So I'm doing pretty well. Oops, I got rid of punch. Get that punch back in there. Now I use punch to finish off my taming. So as I'm taming animals, I attack them with all my best moves, and at the very end I punch them down to be able to tame them. And that's why I still have punch in my combat deck. So the first thing that you're going to probably be fighting is bats. Bats are the weakest animal to fight, and they typically are the first one you're going to be doing to be able to unlock moves. One of the important things about combat is to be able to have yarrow. I do not have Roblox Kitten, but people keep recommending I give it a try. So yarrow is going to be able to fix some of your smallest wounds. Let me see if I still have any wounds. No, these ones have been repaired, but they take a while to heal up. So those ones are still healing. But with yarrow, you can heal nicks and knacks, which is a really common injury you're going to be getting with doing combat. The other thing that's important to get is wool. So to be able to get wool, to be able to make bandages, all you need to be able to do is discover clovers. So as soon as you can discover clover, you can start getting wool. And what you do to get wool is you go and you feed a clover to one of these guys here. By feeding a clover to him, you tame him, you're able to shear his wool once. And then you collect wool as a beginning player. Yeah, Jack, he does. Yep, I've been playing with him. So, you can get wool very early on as soon as you can discover clovers. So that will get you wool for bandages. The yarrow takes a bit of exploration discovery to be able to find. So by getting your exploration up and your perception up, you're going to be able to find yarrow. And yarrow is in specific biomes. It's a very light green biome that you'll be able to find yarrow. So with the yarrow and with wool, you're going to be able to make your two first basic bandage types to be able to heal yourself from doing combat. And after you get hurt a little bit, you want to take a break from combat and heal yourself up. Yeah, Jack, the good old Worm days. Definitely, dude. This game really reminds me of Worm. I've been trying to capture a screenshot of that, Indy, of my horses breeding. So with the yarrow and with the wool, you'll be able to make bandages. The step up above that is to get Bloodstern. Now, Bloodstern takes a really high level exploration perception as well as Waybroad. Those take a really high exploration perception, but as you can see, I'm pretty much prepared for all kinds of combat. And so in the beginning, you're going to want to work on unlocking combat skills. And like I said, bats are going to be your first bet. Now, there's a trick that I have. Wow, I didn't gain anything from that, really? I'm at 300% food efficiency. Okay, anyway, I got my energy back. So I do have a trick that I will be showing you after I go fight some bats. And that trick is to, as a beginner, as soon as you get clovers, you can go tame horses and kill horses at no risk. So I'll be demonstrating that for you as well. And by killing horses, not only you get meat and you get hides, but you unlock combat skills. So I think it's a really good thing to do as a beginner, as soon as you can get clovers, to be able to kill horses. Now, I am in my exploration suit. I do have a nice sword and a nice shield on. And with my exploration suit, I don't have very much armor. So that'll give you a general idea as to what kind of armor is going to be needed. So if I look at my character, I have 11 out of 6 armor class. The first armor that's going to be available to a beginner is probably going to be leather. And I recommend squirrels. Now, the reason why I say squirrels are a great thing for beginners is because squirrels, not only the squirrels' tails are considered fur, but the squirrels also give you leather. So you're getting leather and you're getting fur. Let me turn that off. You're getting leather and fur from squirrels, which allows you to make multiple items, armor and fur cloaks, for boots, stuff like that. So squirrels are a really good resource at the beginning. And then, of course, one of the first items you can make for combat is going to be, basically, I think it's called brass knuckles. Celestine, what's up, bud? Do dogs chase you in squirrel armor? They definitely do. That'd be neat if they had dogs in this game. Oh shit, look at all those bats. Okay, so technically I am wearing a bat cape, which means bats don't attack me. And bat capes can be made from bats. So that's why I recommend fighting bats as one of your first enemies. So combat is a rock, paper, scissors game. There's certain moves that give certain debuffs, and other moves remove those debuffs. So if I go to my combat skills, and each combat skill has a little color in the corner, these little colored triangles. Now, those colored triangles determine what kind of debuff that item gives. So this chop move gives a certain debuff that this move here, quick dodge, removes. So it's a striking. So the striking debuff helps you do more damage and it helps you hit more. Punching also does a striking debuff. So as you're punching the mob, the debuff gets more and more and more, and the more the debuff is on that mob, the more damage it can do, and the more times you hit. Now the same thing happens to you. The more times a mob hits you, the more debuffs you're going to get on yourself. And you can counter those debuffs with doing dodges. Now, it's a fine balance of throwing in combat moves and dodges to be able to get their debuffs down and to keep your debuffs down as well. So I'll do a quick demonstration here on these bats, and I'll give you a little slower demonstration on a horse, because with the horse I can kind of control the speed of combat a little bit. So let's go ahead and attack this bat. Of course, the bat's coming at me. He's going to try to debuff me. And I'm going to keep swinging at it. And I'm doing this side swipe. Now the side swipe debuff is going up and up and up, which is allowing me to hit him. And now he's running. Okay, so as he's running, let him run around for a moment. The left-hand side here is my debuffs. The right-hand side here is his debuffs. So I have an off balance on me and I have a reeling on me. Now I can do specific moves that are going to reduce those debuffs. So I can regain my balance now by doing quick dodge. So I'm going to regain balance, and as you can see, this percentage of off balance is going down. And the less that debuff is on me, the better I'll be doing in combat. And the bat has a 35% reeling on him. Now that goes down over time if I don't fight him, but I'm going to come in and just finish him off. Boom, finished him off. Okay, that gave me, I think, 60 experience. It also dropped a bat corpse, and the bat corpse quality is... hello? Why is it not letting me do this? Is the game lagging? What's going on? All right, so dead bat quality 30. Let's fight one more bat here just to kind of give you a general idea. And because I have the side swipe, I just basically spam side swipe because it's so quick. There is other moves that do require initiative. Mobs running away is very annoying. Yeah, being on a horse, and you can also sprint and chase them down too, but being on a horse makes combat so much easier. All right, so I'm going to fight this guy, and I'm just going to work on lowering debuffs. So going to keep that debuff down, just going to keep lowering it here, and as you can see, he's not hitting me. Okay, so I can also do other moves that's going to help me gain initiative, and with initiative, then I can do different moves like chop. So I'm keeping the debuff down. He's having a hard time hitting me, but it's slowly going up. Slowly going up, that debuff. So let me get some initiative points. And I use take aim for initiative points, and then I can throw in some chops. He's got quite a bit of initiative points on me and quite a bit of debuff, so I think I'm just going to hurry up and finish him off. Okay, there he goes. And it's a quality 30 bat. So level 1 caves don't have very good high quality bats. You can get better bats on lower level caves. But this is a really good example of basic combat. And on death, you do unlock abilities. Unfortunately, I didn't unlock any there. Let's see if we can get one unlocked. That didn't unlock one either. Let's just go to town. Let's just kill all these bats. Might as well. High quality bats make that high quality bat cape. Na 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 na. Bat cape. Come on, grab that shit. There we go. So yeah, these are all, I think they all are about the same quality level because they spawned all in the same little bunch. Yeah, you use their hides and their wings. Indian, you make bat capes. And that allows bats don't attack you anymore once you have a bat cape. Yeah, these are all the same quality from the same group. Okay, got one more to kill. And the reason why the bats aren't attacking me and ganging up on me again is because I have the bat cape. Alright, so didn't get any new moves from doing that, but it's possible I got them all from the low-level bats. So that's basically fighting bats in a cave. One of the first things that you can fight, it's going to unlock skills for you. You can adjust your combat deck accordingly once you get that figured out. All right, so that's basic combat there in a gist, and that's newbie combat. Of course, it is rough at the beginning, and as you can see, I did take some wounds. So I got some nicks and knacks, and I got some punch sores. Punch sores go away over time. They will heal themselves. Same with nicks and knacks, they'll go away over time. But the big thing is that you want to be able to heal yourself up so you're preventing that damage, and then you can continue to do things. Having wounds in this game is super serial. Let's see, I'm just going to throw these in here real quick, or in here real quick. There we go. Just going to throw those in there. Don't really got time for that. Found this duck. Pluck it. Pluck the duck. Let's just throw that stuff in there. Throw it on the ground. All right, so my next combat tutorial is a good way for a new player to be able to unlock combat skills, to be able to get hides and meat relatively easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out and basically tame an animal and then bring it back and kill it. Quick update, if you notice, entering Imperium, leaving Imperium, we have created a village. So the village is called Imperium, and we are inside the Hedgehog's realm. So we're part of the Hedgehogs group, and the village is named Imperium, and here is their village token. Looks pretty sweet. I basically encased it in the palisades in case anybody tried to come and swoop on it from us, but I don't know if I need to keep it in the palisade, but I think I'm going to. All right, so let's figure out a let's find a horse. So as a new player, you can find clovers. I think with 10 perception, 10 exploration is the basic amount needed for clovers. Once you get clovers, you can pretty much do this pretty easily. I see a piece of candy over here. I got to go grab it. Damien! Damn, Damien, you lost everything already? Yeah, we've been pretty lucky. We've been pretty lucky, but then again, we're not that big of a target. They could come raid me, but they ain't gonna really get much, you know? It'd be a lot of effort for very little amounts of things. But you know, items in this game are easily replaced if you have the skills. So not having the skills in this game, I could see as being detrimental if you lose your character. All right, hopefully just running down my road, I run into a horse. Hedgehogs, pigs, squirrels. Rabbits. It's a Triton headset. I love these headsets, Indy, and the reason why I love them is because they do not squish my fat head. The durability of them is the thing I don't like. Right now, mine's all taped up, but it's been about a year and a half, I believe. I've had these for about a year and a half. So, and they work fine, except for the plastic starts cracking. So that's my biggest complaint about is the durability on these things. Oh, a horse. There we go. Okay, so to tame a horse, basically you hold the clover. right click the horse. Oh, and wait for him to take it. Looks like he took it. Sweet. So you can either now ride the horse or you can rope him. I like to ride the horse because it gives you a little more control. So ride the horse. All plastic ones do die, Indy. But because this one, it just slides on my head and I don't have to stretch it to put it on my head, I think it lasts a little longer. But yeah. It's Triton by Mad Cats, I believe. Mad Cats, I think, maybe took it over, but Tritton. One of my favorite headsets. I think I'm on my third one, and I always go back to these guys. Always go back. I've tried bugging them about giving me a referral link, but they're idiots. They don't see the power of referral links and streamers. So, all right. So once you get the horse, then you need to recall back. So you recall back to safety, or Hearthstone back. Hearthstone back to safety, and you can do this with no armor on, and you can do this with no fists. All right. So the other thing I'm using is the Amber client, which is a different client for this game. And one of the neat things I like about this Amber client is that it allows me to show the grid. So that by showing the grid, you get a better idea of where your stones can be placed. Now, horses cannot make it through skinny holes. So what I mean by that is if you pick up some rocks here, and then you right-click the rock, then it snaps it on a grid, and then you can place the rocks down. What you're going to do is you're going to pick them all up like this and place them in the grid. They fixed it, Indy. They fixed the NVIDIA driver thing with the Amber client. And then by putting these on a grid, it creates a barrier that horses can't get through, but you can. So big animals cannot make it through this barrier, but small animals like sheep, badgers, can make it through this barrier. Damn, rocks are all in the way. Okay, so as I'm getting this together here, it's going to take me a moment. This is my door trap. Basically, I had this set up so I can run through the door and then run through one of these little skinny areas, and it traps mobs here, which allows me to kill them without taking damage, which is, I guess, cheating, but I don't know. I'm using game mechanics, so if this is cheating, then they should fix it. That's my opinion. Okay, so I'm just kind of demonstrating this for you. I want to get it all set up. All right, so you'll get a general idea of what I'm doing here. All right, so we got the horse trap set up. One thing you do is you put another stone. So typically you can set this stone far enough away so the horse can't hit you, but you can hit the horse. All right, and I also kind of use this for my taming techniques as a beginner. You're able to do enough damage to the horse, and then you get in there with the horse and do the finishing points, and then you can tame off. If you press Shift B, you can see the area they can fit in. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's the borders or the blockings. So yeah, this horse hitbox cannot make it through the little tiny holes because the horse hitbox is too big. But my hitbox is not too big. So see how I can get through? Okay, so we're going to turn the boxes off. All right, so this is the stage here where now you can just beat this animal to death at very low risk and unlock combat moves and also get hides and certain foods. So now that he's in there, we're just going to go straight up attack him. Okay, and see how he's stuck right there? Now, if I get too close, he can start hitting me. So horses can put on debuffs, you know, just like regular combat. So as you can see, he's debuffing me with reeling. Reeling's at 41%. I'll start taking damage unless I counter that reeling with jump. So jump counters reeling. So as you can see, I'm jumping a bunch of times here and it's reducing the reeling debuff. So combat, again, is rock, paper, scissors, throwing in combat moves with countering your debuffs. So standing behind this other rock right here, if you get the position just right, you can start swinging. And as you can see, I can hit him, but he can't hit me. So if I was taming my horse, I would beat this horse down to probably 280 damage, and then I'd get in there with him or let him loose by opening up a rock and then fighting him one-on-one to finish him off, which progresses the taming. But since I'm just going to kill him, I'm just going to sideswipe him down. I think 300 damage is, or 350 is when they die. And I just got combat move. One low blow added to your combat deck. So that's a really good example right there of how you can go tame horses, bring them back with very, very low risk in fighting them to unlock combat abilities. So I think it was low blow, right? So now I have low blow level 4. So by upping these in levels, they increase their effectiveness, I believe. Quality 39. Not that bad. Now, one of the newer things that they've added to the game is the ability for other players to teach you specific moves. I think that's really neat. How it kind of works is I go scribe the move onto a piece of paper. You put that move into your study journal. So basically, I grab this piece of parchment. I go to my combat area. And so regain composure is a pretty neat one that I just got the other day. So I can take the parchment. I can complete instructions with the piece of parchment. Now I have an item called Combat Instructions Regain Composure. I can give that to a player. What that player is going to do with it is he's going to take it and put it into his study list. By putting it in his study list, he'll be able to either study it and or when he fights a mob that offers that ability, you're pretty much guaranteed to get it. And I think that's how it works. So not only can you get combat skills from fighting things, but you can also get combat skills from other players. And that's the basics of combat for fighting NPCs. For PvP combat, to tell you the truth, I'm such a noob. I have no idea what it entails. But I bet you it entails running around, pulling off several different debuffs, and getting off specific moves that's going to do the most damage to them and take them down. So again, just a rock, paper, scissors game, just with other players. And a lot more probably movement involved in that. So that's my basics and my little gist on combat. Let's see here. So we've also been working on getting to level 3 of our mine and mining. So our mine's down to level 3 now. We've put some security measures into place. We've kind of blocked off our mining area with a wall, with a palisade, and we put up a couple gates with a key. So people might be able to make it to our mine, but they can't really do much there without a key. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think PvP is a big part of the game. There's a lot of stuff I think that I don't even know. I mean, apparently there's guards for your kingdom. You can summon the players to your. You can summon the players somehow. There's lots of things that are involved, and I basically just got up my village claim. So there's a bunch of things to do with the village that I'm not too familiar with, that I think is pretty neat. Indie Games Readback. Any idea what email to search for getting your username out of your old email? I have no idea what you're talking about, Indy. Like, you don't remember your username from Haven and Hearth? And their verification goes to your spam folder, as far as I can recall. All right, so that was my basics on combat. Does anybody have any questions that's watching live now? I do love responding to chat. And if you're watching on YouTube and you're watching this this recorded video, because it's not live if you're watching it later, of course, please comment down below. I do respond to comments, and I appreciate all the follows and the likes and shares. So. One thing that I want to do is expand on our village. Put down some more village tokens to expand our village area. Let's see here. What can I do? What could we do today? I got to keep my stream a little short today. I went to the dentist earlier and I got to go to work for a few hours. But other than that, how many hours have you played so far, do you think? Well, I did actually go look that up. I've been playing since World 10 came out. And I posted it in chat the other day to somebody. Let's see here. It shows on your account when you log in. Oh, I posted it in-game chat. I think it was like 2 weeks or something like that. It really wasn't that big of a deal. I've been playing quite a bit, but I also work quite a bit, so I don't have much time to focus on the game. But one of my favorite things about the game is the offline skill gain system. So what that entails is learning points. You gain learning points by discovering things and also studying items. So you find specific items in the game, depending on their quality and what item it is. It gives you a certain amount of learning points per hour. And by creating this study desk here, what it does is it automatically fills in your study report over time. And as your study report fills up, you get a specific amount of learning points per hour. And those learning points you gain whether you're online or offline. So I can go to work for 8 hours and come back and have a bunch of learning points to spend on my character. And I really appreciate those types of games. And another good example of that is EVE Online, where you play to have fun, not necessarily gain skills. And you spend a lot of your time just enjoying the game instead of just grinding. There's a lot of min-maxing you can do in your passive skill gains, because you can min-max it out so you're gaining maximum LP per hour. But I'm not too concerned with that. I'm just going to concentrate on keeping stuff in there and keeping it going and being able to use those points. All right, and what do I need to do with this character today? I'm really waiting for my seeds to get ready on my trees. Once my seeds are ready on my trees, I'll be able to plant some more, get some more high quality trees. I've been working on my hemp garden, growing some hemp. Oh, you know what I could do on stream? I could smoke some weed. That's right. So this game, not only can you grow tobacco, but you can grow hemp. And if you pick the buds off the hemp before they're seeds, because nobody likes seeds in their buds, and you dry them, I got a cured hemp bud. Now with that cured hemp bud, I can find my pipe. I should make a better pipe. I can make better pipes now, I think. Now you find your pipe. And let's get some sticks so I can light my pipe. All right, so one of the benefits of smoking is crafting. It makes your crafting stats go up, which I believe the main crafting ones are, it makes your psyche go up, and it also makes your intelligence go up when you smoke in this game. And you can smoke tobacco or you can smoke weed. And I'm going to smoke some weed. So I think pipe takes the place of glasses. So you can't have your glasses on when you're smoking. And then we'll just put the weed in the pipe. Bam sauce. This is actually my first bud. I've smoked tobacco. I just haven't smoked weed yet in this game. So this will be going to be my first toke. It's going to be a good one. It takes a while to rub these sticks together. Roasting it. So one of the things I'm doing with this character is this is going to be my ganja field, and I'm going to work on getting the highest quality ganja in the game. So kicking back, My field of ganja, toking my pipe. Now, when you get a smoke for a little bit, for the buff to start working, I believe. But up here it shows your buffs. I have the Hedgehog's buff that gives me bonuses for being in the Hedgehog's kingdom. My tracking is on. Yeah, Snoop Dogg in the house. Okay. So one of the interesting things that I noticed the other day is I'm turning tracking on as I log into my character. Now, I noticed something over here, and I walked over here to check it out. And I don't know what in the hell happened over here, but there's two little footprints. Two evidence. Now, when I click track on this piece of evidence, it brings up... Oh, what happened to my screen? Whoa. A stink of battery. And this other one was a stench of murder. So, what that says to me is somebody got murdered right here. Now, you can right-click on these things. The evidence my dog used to leave. Yeah, it kind of looks like poop. I think it's because of the sand, though. They're actually footprints. But the sand is kind of blocking some of the footprints. But they're footprints. So with the stench of murder, you can right-click and you can track the perpetrator. Okay, so whoever murdered that person is off in this direction. So the murderer lives off in that direction. Ooh. Oh, another lynx, huh? Those things. I had a hard time fighting this thing the other day. I bet you I could just straight up kill it. That lynx. Okay, let's go get my armor suit on and let's go kill that lynx. Let's see if I can get him. So there's been an assault and battery and a murder right outside my house. I really don't know who did it, but that's a little freaky. I'm going to put these down because I don't care. All right, so let's go get on my real gear so I can kill that lynx. All right, so armor. Switching out my gear here. All right, this is my combat set. I'm going to smoke my pipe and go smoke this. You meowns, you run out of room to build. Need to find a nice place to build on. Yeah, exactly. You finally picked up this game. You know, it's a lot of fun for free. It's free to play, but you can invest into it, and I think it's definitely worth at least investing the $15 to become a registered account. Oh, look, Grumpy made it online. Nice. Let's see, where is he? I don't know where he is. Okay, so I'm in my full armor suit. Let's go see if I can take on that lynx. I need a horse, though, because I'm going to have to chase it. Where'd my horse go? Here it is. This is going to be sweet. Come on, lynx. Still be there. They're really hard to fight and really hard to find. They take off running, but I think I can get them down. We'll see what happens. They are pretty brutal. Last time I tried fight one of these dudes. Oh, look, good. He's still there. God damn it. This is hilarious. Come on, get him. Yeah, what did I get? I got something and I didn't see what it said, damn it. One jump added to your combat deck. Really cool. Nice. That was totally awesome. Yeah, Miones, the best thing to do for this goose. So the goose, the best thing to do is to get on your horse, attack the goose, and then just run over the goose with your horse. It's an instant kill, and you get the goose, and it doesn't even hurt you. Well, that was sweet. I did a lot better than I was expecting. Let's see what kind of damage he did to me. Okay, so I got 14 nicks and knacks from doing that, which is pretty decent. All right, where's Grumpy? I'm in your garden. Oh, there you are. All right, I got to invite you to the village, too. Join the village. Grumpy's been sworn into the village. Village management. Village management. Let's make Grumpy green. All right. So, let's see here. What's the quality of this guy? 45? That's terrible. I need to make you a key, Grumpy, as well. I think my alt has the key. All right, so I need to get back into my survival suit. Actually, I might have enough survival to skin that. I have 61 survival. The hide, it was 45. Yeah, I got enough to skin it. I can skin it without switching suits, basically. So Miones, you need about 10 survive. You need about 10 exploration and about 10 perception, and then you can find clovers. By giving a clover to a horse, you can use that horse in the fog. There's my buff. You are lost in some thick herbal fog and are unsure of how you find your way out. On the upside, you feel like you could eat a horse. Oh, that's what I get for smoking weed. So once you get a clover, you can tame a horse and use it until its pony power is up. And take advantage of the pony power and run along areas of the shore. The Laniers, what's up, man? So you run along areas of the shore, and that's where, of course, they spawn. And then, you can just run them over. Okay, they also drop teeth. So the lynx drops the lynx hide, which is great for making the lynx cloak. And let's see here. Did I just put a fresh hide on here? Yes. Let's swap those out. I want the lynx hide to dry first. I do have one lynx hide ready to go, but I have to get my sewing buddy to make me the lynx cloak. So with the lynx cloak, I think it gives you agility, and then you can put gildings on it. So you can put more lynx teeth on it, and make more lynx, or give it a better agility. So it's a really great agility cloak, I believe. And now, what is the... I think there's lynx meat stuff I can craft with this. I haven't cooked a piece of just regular lynx meat. Let's see here. What are the new ones that I got? There's that one. That one. I don't think there's a lynx... Oh, wait, right there. The lynx sausage. Lynx salami. So my cooking alt, it takes raw pork, takes intestines, and it takes raw lynx. The colors are changing in this game because I'm smoking. I thought I was tripping out. You guys see this? Because my character is stoned, colors are like... Dude, I thought something was going on with my graphics. But it has to be because I'm stoned. And the colors are changing. This is crazy. All right, so I think my cook would probably make a better sausage. But I'm just going to make one sausage real quick. How long does it take to make beer? I haven't tried making beer. And I don't know exactly what it entails. So I couldn't really tell you on that. But I would look underneath the beer in the wiki, basically. And this color changing is tripping me out. All right, so let's make one of these. I just want to see what it is. Oh, it takes 2 lynx. So the lynx salami is agility and perception. That's okay. Feasted. After some time, wort becomes beer. It's been 2 weeks. Wow. Like 2 weeks real time. Because the only thing I would probably do is look up on the wiki about beer, and the wiki can be incorrect. Yeah, I agree. I think I've been eating too much meat and too much sausage. So let's look here. I really need to make some bread. Maybe I should make some bread. It's like bread, fish, poultry, berries, vegetables. Sausage is down there to 76. Where's meat? Damn, meat's down there at the bottom. I need to stop eating meat. This color shifting is tripping me out too. All right, so let's get this shit put away. I know I can make bread. I just need to do it. So I should probably just get on my alt and see what I can do about some bread. Yeah, I haven't really looked into wine making or beer making, but both of those seem really awesome. Especially because this weed smoking is pretty damn cool too. All right, my pipe's empty, but I'm still rocking that color change and shit. All I gotta say is 10 out of 10 people would smoke that again. I have just way too much meat when it comes down to it. It's got way too much. All right, so one of the things that I need, I don't think I can make it out of this stone. Maybe I can. It's one of those grinding deals. Well, if you want to grind stats, you need beer, tea, wine, and milk. Yeah, I'm not really into grinding stats, but I know what you mean here. You mean your base attributes? To be able to get your base attributes up, you need all those things. I mean, it makes sense because you need to have a smorgasbord of food available, and you can't just eat the same thing all the time, or else it just doesn't work. So, crafting, where's that miscellaneous shit? Odds and ends. I think it's in odds and ends. No. What the fuck is that thing called? Grind flour. I need one of those things. A quern. Thank you. There we go. Quern. I'm definitely getting my farming alt on for this. He's my cooking farming alt. So I'm gonna switch up characters here. Play him for a little bit. If anybody has any questions or any suggestions of things that they want to see or they'd like me to do, please let me know. I have a brand new game I'm probably going to stream later tonight. It's not brand new, it's been out for a while, but I was gifted a key to stream it, so I'm going to definitely give it a first look. It's going to be a surprise. Surprise! So make sure you follow me so you can see what's going on later. I'm going to be streaming some new game. At least it's new to me. I think it's been out for a while, but I'll be checking out a new game later today. Gang some noobs, that would be awesome. I think the PvP should be in this game. The PvP should be not as harsh to promote more PvP. But then again, I don't really want it to be like a Quake Arena game where everybody's just kill on sight. So far, I've had great experiences with this game, and I don't really want it to be a that type of game. All right, so one thing I'm going to do though, which I've noticed, let me switch out my gear before I switch characters. So one of the neat things that I have is my blacksmithy smithing suit gives me lots of intelligence. And one thing I notice is that when you have high intelligence, you can study more items. So let's do the switcheroo. Basically, I'm going to put on my intelligence gear. And by doing that, I can get more items in my study. And then when I'm AFK or switch characters or do stuff throughout the day, I'll have more intelligence to work with here. And I don't have a smithing intelligence. For smithing, I could make a cape and a helmet, but instead I use the bear cape. And the reason why is because it gives me 20 strength. 20 strength is really great for mining, but it'd be nice to have the intelligence there and there so I could do this intelligence trick. All right, so now with all my intelligence gear on, I now have, well, it's intelligence mining masonry. I now have 37 out of 48 attention spent, and I can add some more stuff to my study. So I got 37 out of 48. I almost have 10 points. Wow. Let's put something juicy in there. Actually, a couple small things would be better. So this is a good one. Let's put in this dewy mantle. Study. Let's put in a dragonfly, quality 46. Study. I can get a quality 39 toadstool in there. Yes, I can. Study. And then on top of that, I have enough points to study the poppy flower and study a dandelion. Oh my goodness, look at that. 25.34 per hour. One attention short. Actually, what I'm going to do is these 2 or 3. Those take 3, so I couldn't fit that in. That takes 4. That's about as good as it gets. Oh, the game I'm playing later, sort of. It's sort of like an MMO, yeah. It's kind of like a Diablo game. Yes, the quality level affects how many LP you get. Now, for example, this Snapdragon is quality 10, 69 LP per hour. This one is quality 24, 106 per hour. So the difference between the quality 46 Dragonfly is 470 per hour. And then I look at a quality 10, 219 per hour. So quality matters. Quality definitely matters. All right, so now that I have that set up, 47 out of 48. That's very good attention. I'm studying quite a bit of stuff. That's really good LP per hour. So I can leave this character sitting like this for a while. So let's switch characters to my farmer/cook. All right, so I'm on my farmer cook now. And what I wanted to make was flour. I think the most basic bread I can make is bark bread. But I don't have an oven to cook it in, so I might want to make an oven as well. So next door, this was my buddy's deed, and I'm over here working on his deed for him. So this is where I've been planting all my crops over here, trying to make more space to do more crafting area. He used to have a house here. I destroyed it. Next, I'm going to destroy this wall. Can't destroy it yet. Kind of rebuild that wall area. Over here, we're making tar. Got to keep the tar stuff going. We eventually want to make a boat, so tar is super important for making boat. Looks like my friend doesn't have a oven either. So I might have to make an oven to bake the bread. Bat wings are great. Feathers are great. You know, even the duck and goose feathers are awesome for studying. I think I might be studying one right now. Oh no, this character's different. This character's only getting 702 per hour. How sad. This is my alt. Again, 60 farming, 30 cooking currently. All right, so I need some grain. I think I got some extra grain in here. So let's grind up that much flour and kind of see what happens. Now let's see here to build a workstation. I can't build anything. Oh wait, maybe I can. No, this character can't build shit. I don't even think I've discovered a brick yet. All right, let's head back. Yeah, so dumping points into survival and exploration are like the best things that you can do if you're unsure. Because you do need exploration to find things, and then survival determines the quality of the items you collect. So the higher the survival, the higher quality study items you'll be finding. So if that kind of encourages you to go exploration survival, then go for it. Not only that, but then you got to think about maybe one other thing you want to be. Like a carpenter's great, a mason's great, a smith is great. You know, all those things I think are really great. All right, so, oh, well, crazy. I'm inside the portcullis. There we go. All right, so now let's grind some flour. Pretty sure I can grind flour. Grind flour. Yes, I can. Quality, soft cap 49. The seeds are quality 40. We should be good. Nah. That wasn't much flour. Oh, I didn't grind it all. Okay, let's craft it all. Nah. Dude, I'm spilling some. Slow down, dude. Slow. I'm losing half the shit. Out to the side. Can these stack? No, though really they can't stack. Okay. So I learned how to make flour. What did that do for me? I can make donuts now? Oh my goodness. A ring of Brognar. Agility and psyche. I like that bagel. Yes, Meones. Meones, you're welcome to join my village and come with me. Are you currently playing right now? What's up, Martins? How you doing, bud? Hearthland's going really well, man. We're part of a... we made a village, and we're also part of a kingdom. So we got the village going and a kingdom going that we joined. So we're doing really well. I got about maybe, I'd say, 4 dedicated players still playing with me. You cannot be the jack of all trades. My Hearth secret, Meones, is CGTV, all capitals. You're welcome to add me as a friends. We could see how close you are. Maybe you could run to me, maybe not. Yeah, so this is the progress I've made. Got my animals raising, breeding. Got my garden going. Got the village going. Part of a kingdom. We're working on our 3rd level of our mine. The 2nd level, we were getting out quality 50 stone and 50 ore. So things are going. Any caps? I'm not sure what that means, Meones. All right, so not only can I make bagels, but then I can make pumpkin bread. Pumpkin bread? I was wondering what to do all that pumpkin. What does the pumpkin bread give me? Charisma and constitution. I could care less. And then regular bread is constitution. Bark bread is will and constitution. Very interesting. I think bark bread might be my... Actually, regular bread is probably going to be it. But bark bread would be better. Then I can make pumpkin pies. Strength and con. And I can make honey buns. Agility. Ooh, I love honey buns. Let's make some honey buns. Let's make a honey bun. Fuck it. Got some honey right here. I think holding it in the air like this is probably good enough to make a honey bun. What? I gotta put the honey... Okay. I probably need a bucket. Let me go get a bucket and I'll make a honey bun. Hyenas, man, how you doing? Yeah, Chan. This is definitely like Worm Online. Very similar, very similar. In a sense, Albion as being a top-down kind of open world, sandbox game. I found a job, dude. Yep. And I'm stuck doing that job 40 to 50 hours a week. I wish I could come back and stream full time. Yeah, if you love games like Don't Starve and you love games like Worm Online and Albion Online, this game is free to play. There is some subscription and purchase options with it, but havenandhearth.com, start today, check it out. What I really enjoyed about it is I didn't look at any tutorials, nothing from the beginning. I just learned the hard way the whole way through, and I love doing that. You kick yourself in the ass. I should have done this, should have done that, should have done this. But the worlds usually last about 8 to 12 months, and then they restart. Hey, Toolshed, how you doing, bud? I've been really well. All right, so I need a bucket so I can get some honey, and I made the Cinnabon. So I got my bucket. Gotta hold the bucket. There's one thing I'm missing for my deed, and that is the fire, but I should make an oven. I'm tired of not having an oven. Fill up the honey in the bucket. Honey bun. Quality 32 honey bun, not that bad. And I think it's because the quality of my honey sucks. Quality 18 honey, that's not that bad. That's probably why I brought it down though. All right, so quality 32 honey bun. Let's make 2 of those. Might as well. Put the honey back in the barrel. All right, and then I think I want to make some bark bread. I don't know why. I just feel like doing that. Okay, bark bread. Not enough water. Oh, I poured out the water. I go back to Eve. It was much more entertaining. Well, if you're really into the games, Hyannis, I mean, if you played this game, you would definitely be more entertained because you would be getting the knowledge from this game. I went back to Eve on when they came out with the alpha clones, and I wasn't really impressed with the changes they've made. I always go back to Eve. Eve takes up way too much time for me to really do anything. Um, but I do need to get back to doing some Eve streams. So I agree with you. All right, so I made some bark bread. I made some cinnamon rolls. What else can I make here? Pie. I don't have any pumpkins saved. No. And honey bun. I made honey bun. I made that. Just regular bread. Let's craft just regular bread. Oh, and that unlocks something else. That didn't unlock anything. It just gave me LP, I guess. Or experience. What else can I craft now? Let's see. Poppy seeds. Poppy. I bet you I have poppy seeds. A bagel. Ring of Brogar bagel. You know, I have poppy seed. Oops. Let me see if I can go get some. I'm going to make a bagel. I might as well make a bunch of different types of breads. Oh. Oh no, right there. Poppy seeds and honey. My Hearth secret is capital CGTV. This is my alt, so you won't show me as being online. But my Hearth secret is capital CGTV for Chronic Gamer TV. You're welcome to give me tips, chat in game. We can meet up and trade. I would love doing all that type of stuff. You know, not enough people know about this game. This game is kind of like under the radar. I think if this game was on Steam, it would be a big population of people playing this. Yeah, Martins, there needs to be like the contract system, like how you make contracts in Eve. Those are kind of like player run quests. I really feel like this game would benefit from that. And maybe there already is, because I know you can make a bulletin board, but I don't know what the bulletin board is for. All right, so more honey. Let's get some honey. All right, got the honey, got the seeds, got the water. Nope. Got the water. Time to make the Ring of Brognar. I think that's how you say it. Oops. Well, you know, Eve Online went to Steam, and I think it benefited from that. I think that there's a certain type of people that love this game, and there's lots of certain type of people that hate this style of game. And I think a lot of people that love this game don't even know it exists. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that completely. And the developers are like, why go to Steam when everything seems to be working? And I agree with them too. And the reason why I'm streaming this game is because I love this game and I want more people to play it. And that's why I streamed Eve. And that's basically why I became a streamer. is because I wanted people to play with and I wanted to show my love for sandbox gaming. All right, why can't I make this? It says you don't have enough ingredients. Do I not have enough honey? Probably not. Let me double dip. There, I didn't have enough honey in my bucket. Yeah, I made a bagel. Hey, what's up, Callie? Yeah, see, a lot of people don't play things unless they're on Steam. Like, I'll be playing a game and they ask me, is it on Steam? And the answer is no. And they're like, I won't play it, which is really strange. So, and I agree, the game needs to be probably in a better state. But I mean, like, they put Tree of Life out on Steam, and Tree of Life is just in a terrible state, and it still is. So it's kind of interesting. All right. So, what I feel like I need to do now is basically I need a fireplace somewhere. I could use a fireplace to cook all this stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I think it holds 6. The fireplace takes a lot longer to cook things than an oven. This character can't build an oven. Maybe I should just stop and build an oven. Callie, I think you made a mistake, and yeah, you. I've been using you when you gave him your old one, you gave him the new one. You made a mistake, I think, in swapping them out, which is fine. I just go over there and use the anvil, but this was the one out of your place here. Quality 25. And the neighbors have a quality 80 something. And they upgraded because they got kicked a new one. So I basically said, hey, if you ever get a new one, give me your quality 80. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. We're sharing. Sharon's Karen. All right, I'd like to have a fire pit again, actually. Because I had to destroy my fire pit because I think it was like right here. But where should I build my fire pit? Probably back in here. No. I kind of want it to be near here because then I can use my fire pit to light other things. So I guess I should put it just like right there. I don't know if quality stone matters, but I'm going to make it with quality stone. Oh, and Callie, we made a village. So that whole time we've been worrying about expanding deeds when we should have been building a village. Because inside the village, I can give people permissions to build. And then we don't have to worry about staying on our deeds. And the village covers most of my area, some of your area, Keenan's area, and Oris's area. It's like 100 by 100. So as you can see, there's the village coverage. It's quite a bit. And we were worried about expanding our deeds, and we should have just had smaller deeds and then done a village. So, you know, you learn from your mistakes. But we got a village set up now. It's called Imperium. And we are inside the hedgehogs. We're inside the hedgehogs, whatever it's called, the hedgehogs. And with that, we get bonuses for being in their kingdom. Well, there is buffs, Martins, for joining kingdoms. And the more people are in that kingdom and the more they work together, the bigger the buffs are. So I believe there's lots of things like that, and I'm just unfamiliar with them all. There's so many things in this game that when I discover something new, it opens up a couple more doorways, which makes it extremely fun. All right, so I don't know if quality matters, but I just used quality 60 stone to make that fire pit. Now, Meones, my alt secret is Sage, I believe. Yeah, Sage, all lowercase. So add this character, and I'll invite you into my party and see if we're close. Yeah, I agree, Callie. But to me, that risk makes it that much more fun for me. But I completely understand. I mean, somebody got murdered right outside my house the other day. I don't know what happened, but somebody got murdered. Oh, there he is. All right, so where's his pointer? There's his pointer. So you are to the northeast or northwest of me, really far northwest. And it's actually moving quite quickly. The arrow moves quite quickly when I move back and forth, Mion. So you could be really close to me, dude. The PvP in this game, this is how it kind of works. You have to get certain skills to be able to PvP people. So it does take some learning points and some investment. Once you get those investments, then you can go out and you can kill other players. If you die in this game, you have to make a brand new character. You can go to your graveyard from your dead character and inherit your land and everything on your land and your hearth fire, so you can regain your property for sure. When you get back into the game, there's learning points that you can get back, depending on whether you can get your corpse or not. So if you can get your corpse, do a proper burial on that corpse, then you can get a lot of your learning points back. Kelly, it's more like 5 dudes whacking on one guy as he runs for his life. PvPers don't go out by themselves. They go in packs. They might have the skills to solo PvP, but I haven't seen any solo PvPing in this game. Typically, you go out in small groups and you gang up on individual people. And it's pretty much almost like permadeath full loot. So it is hardcore enough that people don't want to play the game, basically. All right, so we got my fireplace going. Let's get it up and running. All right, so I didn't save sticks for lighting it on fire. Got some right here. Giddy up. Yes, there is thieving. So you can trespass on people's property. So I think like if I left my door open or if there was no gate, you can trespass on people's property and rummage through all their stuff and steal things out of it. And it leaves criminal sense that people can detect who stole it and track you down. Yeah, you can get 90% of your stuff back, but you do need your corpse. And most people that kill you are going to take your corpse because your corpse is valuable. Callie, I think you should have just stayed and played, and I don't know. I think you should just stayed and played. That's how I really wish. I mean, you could have just stayed and pumped up, stayed within your borders and pumped up, casually played, not played so hardcore, worked on learning points, and just make a new character to go outside your walls. I mean, a lot of people have two characters: one that never leaves the walls and never logs in when there's trouble, and then another character that goes outside the walls. And a lot of people play that way. I definitely wish we had a good carpenter. And like, I think you used all your last learning points to extend your deed all the way to the yeah, that was. You probably should have just put them all into carpentry and then let me use your account or something. I don't know. It is what it is, though. I don't want a Polish basement dweller getting the satisfaction. Yeah. Okay, so this takes a while to heat up. That's really terrible. How many of those do I have still? 14. That takes so long to heat up. I really wish I had an oven. And I'm going to log out here and switch characters, see if I can make an oven. Yeah, I mean, Chan, it is a little different because there's no skill loss in Eve, so you just lose money, which is a lot easier to get back than the years and years of skill you put into it. But my attitude is this game's going to get wiped in 8 to 10, 12 months anyway, so the game is going to end. All my effort that I put into my character is going to be gone in 8 to 12 months when they launch World 11. So if I'm not enjoying the adventure along the way, I need to be playing a different game, basically. And I'm still enjoying the adventure, so. And with my intelligence mining suit, masonry suit, Callie, I can bump my intelligence up high enough to where I can get 48 attention. And look at that, dude. 24.53 an hour. It's not even really worried too much about quality in there. All right, so how much is it going to take for me to build this oven? I need to get a wheelbarrow over here. I need to make some room. I need to stop running everywhere. So, Callie, I smoked buds for the first time today, and it makes your color on your game undulate. Like my colors were changing. I'm still a little smoked out in the fog, but it got really tense. 30 bricks for an oven. Okay, so I think I have some bricks. I think Callie has some leftover bricks. I think that might be enough to get away with it, but I don't know. Gonna get your bricks. Swoop on them bricks. Yeah, I mean, to me, the game's about, and to me, it's all about playing with friends. And Callie, when you stopped playing, I got pretty depressed because I love playing with my friends. And it's sad when my friends don't want to play anymore. But I can understand why you're not playing, so. Yeah, we're about to go down to level 3 in our mine, Callie. Level 2 was a success. Now we're almost to level 3. You know, it sucks now, Callie. We were getting quality 50 something ore up to 60 out of level 2. And then we would take it back and smelt it, and it would lose quality because our smelters aren't high enough quality. Theoretically, we need to find clay again. We need a better quality clay than 46. And I wish we had higher quality clay. So if anybody watching has higher quality clay than 46, I want some of your clay. $15. I did all that work for 15. How many did it take? I cannot build on that type of terrain? What the kind of jack bullshit is this? Can't build on a forest? Alright, it takes 30. Ooh, 5 stone. We can do the 5 stone pretty good quality. Okay, so what sounds like to me is I need to... This is what I need to do. I need to break down and just fucking do it. I need to make some goddamn bricks. Ah, shit. I can't believe it just fucking did that. You know what that means. Okay, 1 second. I'll be right back. Yeah, M-Chan, I don't have any donation things going on right now. I appreciate your thought, though. Be right back. SCG, yes, this is an MMO. There is currently 612 people playing, and this is one of their off-peak times. So, yes, it's an MMO, and I fucked up big time. So, I only wanted to put high-quality sticks in there, and I thought I was just going to put sticks in, but then it started putting logs in, which really pisses me off, because the quality of the fuel makes a difference in the quality of the bricks that outcome. So I screwed up and I have to burn all the fuel out of this goddamn thing. And I wish I could just remove the fuel, but I can't. I have to burn it out. So this means I need to go use Callie's kiln, I believe. Hopefully it's quality 46. I believe it is. So full fuel, and I just got to let it go and burn it out because the fuel is crap. Super irritated. I only wanted to put sticks in there. So let's make this easy on myself. Where's my goddamn horse? There he is. I did some, I don't know if you've seen what I've done over in your deed, Callie, but done some rearranging. All right, so we'll put that full of sticks. We'll grab an inventory full of bricks. Or clay. Where's my clay? It's over here. I needed 30, right? It's 10. Oh, that's right. I can't get in there either. Man, things are just complicated. Alright, so I was going to do all that work just to warm up the oven, or to make an oven that would warm up faster than this, and this is probably already warmed up. No, it's not. It's not even close to warm. In an hour, Indy, I got to be at work for my evaluation. So we got to do this. We got to switch characters. Nice, yeah. You know, it's definitely really hard if you start the game out. If you start the game out without friends or anything like that, it's definitely really hard. But if you're looking for a challenge, it's definitely great. And if you watch my first episode, basically we start out with theoretically nothing's here. Um, 46. Okay. So this is the same quality as my forge, which is good. Or a kiln. Um, I want to put just high quality sticks in. That should be enough fuel, I believe. Come on, get out of there. Get out of there. Get. I can get in but can't get out. Come on now. There we go. Let's wreck it. Nope. All right. So, Callie, see what I did to your area? I'm even growing forest up there because there was no forest. But I'm making forest spread on that top there, so you can plant trees up there and they'll be good quality. All right, back to switching characters again. I don't know how much, I can't recall how much they take for bricks, but we're just going to do this. What's going on, Meones? Oh, did I switch characters and you lost? Your oven is 45? Where's your oven? Ha, Meones. Well, here. Where are you? Ah, let's do that. I forgot you were in my party. Yeah, I am building one. Yeah, I'm trying to build an oven. Because I don't think you have one and I don't have one, so. And I don't have enough bricks. So that's going to be my problem too, is the bricks. There's also, Meones, a shortcut to our place. So, you seem like you're really close, Meones. Yeah, I can't close that door. So, Meones, I'm going to try something here in my boat at the moment. No, I don't. Um, my character's not stone anymore. Get back on my horse. I was trying to speed up and I jumped off. All right. So I'm going to a spot where there's a teleporter, Meones. And it's one of these trails. You see this trail here, which is a road sign trail? It's going to actually teleport me way to the west. So I'll see where your little thing appears. Oh, yeah, there's a badger right there. Let me through. I got my gear on, right? I think so. Yeah, I got my gear on. Okay, so where are you now? Holy cow, you're still west of us. So I just traveled really far west, Meowns. This person's actually been working on their place, it looks like. I don't think what they realize is that because there's no deed here. Oh no, there is a deed there. Okay. I'm in Akhabara, if you know where that is. No, I do not know where that is. Um, but I can tell you're still pretty far away. Moving back and forth, the little blue arrow at the top of my screen isn't budging that much. There's a little tiny village right here. That village lost its door. Akhabara is the top left corner of the map. Wow. Yeah. If that's the top left corner of the map, I'm in the top right region. Yeah, top right. I'll take that. This is a very interesting colored log. Look at how purple that is. What kind of log is this? Cypress, huh? Yeah, purple dank log. All right, well, I think it's warm enough now that I can start baking in it. It's probably going to take me a little bit to make the kiln because I got to wait for my bricks to be done. So, got a bunch of meat. Yeah, it's a bunch of meat in there. So let's get back on my alt, I guess. I'm going to use this to bake with. Oh wait, one thing I wanted to do too. Let me bake one piece of lynx. I always like to bake just a piece of the meat. See what it does. Is that one piece of pumpkin? I have a piece of pumpkin. I can make pumpkin pie. Yeah, fuck it. I can make a beacon. Meowns. All right, Lynx is agility and strength and intelligence. Intelligence food, huh? I love int food because I'm an LP whore. And it give me a strength. I'll take strength though too. I need it for mining. Alright, so Mion's gonna join me. Let me give you Discord, Mion's. I hope you can see that. All right. So I guess I'll put you in line with everybody else here.
All right, sounds good.
Oh, hey, what's up? Yeah, Horace, we do. Mion's is going to join us.
All right, to teleport to you, I have to go into that little graveyard
Yeah.
first, right?
Yeah, there's a deer skull thing there. And you right click the deer skull and you enter the password that I'm going to come up with here in just a moment.
Okay.
All right, Oris, I'll see you later, bud. We should work on getting our third level mine tonight. We worked really hard making a well the other day, and it takes a lot of mats to make a well, and the water quality didn't come out how we were hoping. We got quality 28 water. We were hoping for a little bit better than that. Well, I got plenty of wax now, Oris, I believe. think I harvested like 3 wax today already. Plus I got more wax berries. Or candleberries. I always call them waxberry. Alright, now I just need 10 boards. Cactus Puncher, how you doing? These are going to be purple boards. Yeah, look at that purple board. That's cool. I really like how the wood and the stone and everything has different colors. Depending on what you craft out of, certain things look different. How did you get that top-down view? I'm using the Amber client, Cactus Puncher. The Amber client allows you to go to your options, and I think it's under General Settings. No. The Amber client allows you to go to Control Settings, enable full zoom, and then also UI setting. No, where is it? Anyway, I can't remember where I am. There's a free camera mode setting somewhere. God dang it. Maybe they moved it. There used to be a box you had to check for it. But Control C moves through camera settings. Looks like they removed it. Huh. They must have. There used to be an option, but you've hit, I think it's, yeah, Shift C rotates through camera modes. And then when you're in this mode, you can hold down the middle mouse wheel and just rotate around. And if you do a search for the Amber client, Haven and Hearth, it's one of their #1 forum topics. Durr. All right, how much do I need? I need 3 more. I put the code in Discord.
Yep, got it.
So enter that, and then the flames and the eyes should start flaming up.
You just walk in the fire, right?
Yes, if the skull's got fire eyes, then you can go burn yourself in the fire now, and then you'll appear. You'll appear next to me, and my alarm's going to go off. So prepare your ears, everybody.
Incoming.
All right. I think you can walk on my deed now, and I can also invite you to the village. Excellent.
Sweet, thanks.
Yep. I'm sure you're familiar with just doing the basics and getting started.
Yeah, that's about the only thing I'm pretty familiar with.
All right. Yeah, I gotta end my stream here, but I'll be playing later today for sure. I gotta go to work in like 40 minutes. Haven't ate any food yet today.
That's cool. My daughter just woke up anyways.
It looks like my fire pit's hot enough to cook my food. I'll switch over to my alt and then memorize you with my alt unless you're logging out. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Alright, so all this delicious food. I think I can bake it now. No, I can't. I have to have an oven for the bread. No. Oh man, defeated left and right. Oh, looks like my sheep's ready to be tamed. I guess I'm going to do a quick taming tutorial. So you got to beat the sheep up till he's about 85 damage, and then you can work on him from there. Let's switch over to my other character. Still waiting for those bricks. Alright, so taming. Once you tie an animal up, he will go into this stance where he looks like he wants to fight you. And that's where you have to fight him, but you can't kill him. So you have to fight him in combat. You have to fight him, turn off combat hostility, beat him to about 100 damage, and then punch him for the rest. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And I'm in my full suit of armor, so we should be okay. So let's attack him. Turn off combat mode, top right. And I fucking killed him. That's how you don't do it. I don't know how that happened. Okay. Quality 40.
You're just showing everyone what not to do. It's fine.
Yeah, don't do that. I don't know how that happened, though, because I swore I punched him in the end. And I did go out of combat mode. I must have just done too much damage to him, or I accidentally... Oh, you know what? I changed the buttons, so that's what I did. I definitely screwed up because I pressed the wrong attack move. I totally changed my combat. Instead of using shift, to use the function keys, and I definitely used a shift button, which made me attack instead of punch. So, but I did get Haymaker added to my combat deck. That was good. Where is it at? Haymaker, level 3. And I did get some more meat and hides, so whatever. Put these hides in my drying racks. It was an epic failure. That's how I end up getting too much meat, is I always screw up somehow in taming, and I just got so many dead animals. And so I really got to get in here and cook a lot of this shit. My table's empty. Got to get my table full. Both characters are pretty hungry still. All right, so I think this is where I'm going to probably end my stream. Appreciate everybody hanging out, asking me questions. If you followed me on Twitch, YouTube, Hitbox, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I don't have any follow notifications going on, so thank you so much. If you're watching this on YouTube, follow, like, share, comment. I always respond to comments down below. I really enjoy helping out players who want to try out this game. And my goal is to kind of showcase this game and get more people interested. So again, thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play. And I'll be back again next week for episode 8, I believe. That's pretty amazing. 8 weeks. I'll be back next week for sure. So get in the game. Come play with me. Come hang out on Discord. All that fun stuff. You guys have been awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me. And we'll see y'all later.